Okay. All right. What is Gucci, people?
Bulk it up.
It's a great day to be great. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day and you are ready to do some mock drafting with us here at Fantasyland. Thanks for joining us. We are going to be getting some mock drafts going. We see you guys in the chat. G16, I see you. He says first. How many days until kickoff? Where's Macy?
Where's Daniel Macy? Where is he? I want to know.
Where is Macy? We need to know. 4 more Sundays. Love that. Style says everybody up in arms about running back signing. Just going 0 RB, baby. Time to buy Brees in Dynasty. Trade Brees for Tank Dell. What's up, Jesus? What's up, Dan? Just got done training. Ooh, get your pump on, Ethan. Love it.
Here we go.
Welcome in. What's good, Skyler? Welcome in. It's good to be with all of you guys today. Do us a massive favor again as we're joining the stream, as we're starting up. Drop that like. If we hit 50 likes on today's stream, we will pop off a second mock draft. You guys have been helping us reach those like goals pretty consistently, so thank you for the love. But yes, there is news to talk about. We've been waiting for quite some time to figure out, okay, where are some of these veteran running backs going to sign? We'll talk about, firstly, Dalvin Cook signs with the Jets. Badaki and I, just before this stream, were recording a video for our Dynasty channel, and we were doing running back rankings, and it was the perfect, like, it would have been so annoying if we recorded that video and then, like, after this was announced, but as 100%. We hit record, Dalvin signed with the Jets. Give me a Twitter version summary. What are your thoughts on Dalvin to the Jets?
Doesn't matter. No.
For redraft, at least.
No, for redraft right now, I think he could help you maybe a week or two. But one of the things that you did kind of allude to in the video was saying, I don't know if he's going to be valuable when it comes down to the playoffs in fantasy. And
That's
I
tough,
completely agree. I completely agree with that. So I think he can win you some games. But the biggest question now is, when is Breece Hall coming back?
Oh, okay, that was the Twitter summary. Sorry, I didn't know when it was.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. That was a good Twitter summary.
Where'd he go?
Send tweet. Sendex. Yeah. Look, here's the concerning thing with Dalvin Cook. The concerning thing is that when Breece Hall is himself, at some point in the season, we believe he will be back to his old self. When that happens, at this point of their careers, Breece Hall is the better running back. So for dynasty purposes, it's concerning. It's a 1-year deal. For redraft purposes, you also have to ask yourself, when I draft Dalvin Cook, will he be someone I can start if I'm in a fantasy championship? Or will Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook cancel each other out? What I will say for those, Badaki and I have been very hesitant on Breece Hall. We have been pretty consistently saying he's not someone we're drafting this year. And I don't want to really frame this as a victory lap, but this just makes that even more concerning. We do think Breece Hall is a more talented guy in that backfield, but regardless, there's a able body back there now. It's not some guy you haven't heard of. It's not a 5th round pick or, some nobody or Michael Carter, no disrespect. This is an able former superstar.
I'm seeing.
So at this point, I do think that we will need to see a big drop in Breece Hall's ADP for him to be draftable in underdog, sleeper drafts, ESPN drafts. In Dynasty, Breece is still someone that you should definitely go buy. But in redraft, I think we should be slightly concerned and lower your expectations a little bit. To me, I know that Breece Hall is going to say he's ready, but the team signing Dalvin Cook, to me, would indicate maybe he's not fully where he says he is just yet.
Exactly. And a hiccup happens. Hey, Breece, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. The doctors say we should give you another week. We're going to go with the doctor.
We got Dalvin. Dalvin's there. Don't worry. You don't need to rush
exactly. It. Exactly. Don't worry. Take your time. Come back week 4, week 5, however long you want to take. He's going to say, no, I'm ready. I'm reading a tweet, just catching up with the Twitter sphere since we were recording. 32 beat writer says Breece Hall is expected to be back for week 1. The Cook signing should not be seen as a sign that he won't be. Jets are excited with how Hall is progressing.
Okay.
So, look, even if Breece Hall is starting week 1, I'm not necessarily sure I still want to be leaning on Breece Hall as my true RB1 at the return that he's getting, with the return that he's going to get at his ADP. When he's going RB 10 to 13 ish right now.
Yeah,
I would say even higher. I don't see him finishing that high unless he has a miraculous season and he is an Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles type of running back, and has that type of pathway. Then that's great. Prove us wrong, and then we can have a new conversation. But at the history backing up running backs after their ACL tear is not too well and not too great, to be completely honest. So
yeah, and I think regardless, Josh made a really good point with something that Matthew Berry said, great guy in the industry, says that it's going to be more of the same of Green Bay. Rodgers, Hackett, thunder and lightning approach like they did with Jones and Dillon. And I could see some similarities there. I truly could. Regardless, at every player is a buy at a certain price. So it depends on how far Breece Hall's ADP falls. But right now, would you take Breece Hall over Alexander Mattison? Would you take him over? Am I too far down already in saying that? I don't think I would take Breece Hall over Madison now. I'm pretty high on Madison. Maybe that's a bad name.
I think it just depends.
Would you take Breece Hall over like a J.K. Dobbins?
Yeah,
Javonte Williams, Cam
I think
Akers?
that's kind of where Javonte Williams is getting drafted right now. Is where I wish Breece Hall would where I wish his ADP was at.
Yeah,
because that feels more respectable. That feels like what RB 26 to 31 area. I can see Breece Hall returning his ADP there, but I don't see him returning his ADP as the RB 10. That means that he has to break the mold of the running back that has torn the ACL.
Is that his ADP right now?
I'm pretty sure it's RB 10-ish area. Like I can look it up, but normally he goes at the end of the second, sometimes middle of the second, and that's around the 10th running back, right? You have your typical 5 to 6 go ahead of him, and maybe I'm too low. I mean, I'll tell you where he went in our last redraft mock draft that we did this past week.
Yeah.
He was 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But that's because our community knows that it goes low.
Yeah, I think at the moment
it's a bad argument.
I'm probably putting Breece Hall around RB19 at this very moment.
Is it Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker?
I'll take Breece.
J.K. Dobbins, like you said.
I'll take
what about
Breece.
Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara.
I'll take
Breece.
Breece.
Breece Hall, Javonte. Breece Hall, Swift. That one, Javonte's a little bit tough. Okay, so
for me, it's like, man, do I take Breece Hall in what will be probably a split backfield, or do I take James Conner, who is, on a bad offense, but he will get so much volume?
Okay, but the people that he's getting drafted around now, just in this latest mock draft, Breece Hall or Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones.
Breece Hall and Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, yeah, easy.
Breece Hall, yeah, Travis, exactly. So like he has to fall significantly.
He's got to drop, yeah,
for him to return. So at the moment, I don't think that's going to be reflected in the community still.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
Like I said, there's always this, like, if anyone out there is saying like Dalvin Cook does not impact Breece Hall, you probably have Breece Hall on your team, and you're probably lying to yourself. Because it absolutely does impact Breece Hall. It absolutely does. Again, we think Breece Hall is a more talented running back on that team when he is fully healthy. But not only does Breece Hall now have the what will he look like after an ACL injury over his head, he also has he's got a really legit starting running back as potentially a backup for him now. So this could be a split backfield. But at the end of the day, I mean, the upside for Breece is, remember last year, Michael Carter was the quote unquote starter, and Breece Hall was still getting a ton of fantasy points as the number 2. I think he will be the number 1 when he's healthy, but I just think that it becomes very difficult to project. And if anyone out there, guys, right now is releasing content telling you they know how this is going to pan out, they're lying to you. Like, truly, they're lying to you. They don't know how this is actually going to work. But the other name that we need to talk about just briefly is Zeke signing with the Patriots. So he signs a 1-year deal. Oddly enough, they both signed the same deal, $6 million. Didn't Breece Hall also sign for 6?
No,
8.6.
Dalvin signed for 8.6,
Okay, my bad.
and Zeke signed for 6, I think, or 5 or something like that.
I do think this impacts Ramondre slightly. I do. And, you know, I probably am not taking Ramondre. Oh, like, to me, Ramondre will still get the work in the air. But in short yardage scenarios, I do believe that Zeke will play a role. If that's on the goal line, if that's first and second down work, if that's 4th and 1, if that's, you know, 3rd and 1, regardless, I think Zeke will be a part of the rotation. I still think Ramondre remains with a top 12 ceiling, but I'm not going to draft him over Joe Mixon anymore, who has no one like that to compete with him. I'm not going to draft him over a Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm not going to draft him over a Travis Etienne, a Josh Jacobs, a Tony Pollard. I'm now trying to ask myself, do I want him or Najee Harris? That's kind of where I currently stand. So maybe I'm overreacting. You guys can let me know. But to me, I do think there's still the top 12 ceiling, but Zeke will play a role. And inevitably, he will take a small amount of work away from Ramondre, which we have to acknowledge. No one was doing that last year because Damian Harris was injured. Like, this will be slightly different.
And I think that is kind of where my comparison goes to. Damian Harris was injured, but the times that he was on the field, he wasn't significantly impacting Ramondre Stevenson. Now, two completely different prospects. I know Damian Harris is 2 years younger, technically, than Zeke. Zeke has more mileage. Zeke probably has more respect to get the workload in this offense. I still am taking Ramondre Stevenson where he's at in my rankings as a top 12 running back. I still believe he's going to return that ADP, whether it's on the ground or in the air. So I'm not necessarily worried about Zeke. I think he's going to fulfill what Damian Harris was projected to do this past year, now this year.
Okay, so let me put that to the test then. You said you have him as your RB12?
Yeah.
So are you taking him over Joe Mixon?
I have Joe Mixon over Ramondre.
Already?
Yes.
Are you taking him over Jahmyr Gibbs?
I have... Oh, that's a good question. I have them back-to-back in my rankings right now, so technically I will.
Are you taking him over Travis Etienne?
In my rankings, I have him over Travis Etienne, yes.
I feel like that's a mistake, bro. I really do.
That could be wrong. I think what feels more of a mistake is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
At this very moment. Like right now, I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, maybe I need to put Jahmyr Gibbs higher than Stevenson. But for me, that's how I'm predicting this backfield. Now, it can go a completely different opposite way. If I'm not mistaken, we do have a couple Pats fans. I would love to hear their opinions on that. But once again, Zeke 2 years older than Damian Harris. He's probably projected to fulfill what Damian Harris was projected to do last year.
I hear you, but the only difference is that Damian Harris just wasn't healthy last year. If Zeke can remain healthy, he will play a role. He will impact him. Yeah. And, you know, Mighty Booch made a really good point here. Ramondre wasn't good in the goal line. He wasn't. That's true. Scored 3 out of 19 attempts on the goal line. So, look, like I mentioned, I still think Ramondre has a top 12 ceiling, but I am not taking him over Joe Mixon. I am not taking him over Jahmyr Gibbs, Travis Etienne. I don't think I'm taking him over Najee Harris now. And keep in mind, guys, this isn't an offense that you can go out and say, well, it's not like the Jets, right? Where you're like, yeah, this is going to be a good offense. There'll be a lot of opportunities to score. Like, it's Mac Jones and Juju Smith leading the way. You know what I mean? Ramondre absolutely still has a top 12 ceiling, but I don't think he has a top 5 ceiling like a lot of people were suggesting. But a lot of breaking news. Obviously, Badaki and I will have differences of opinion as we always do. Yeah. Our rankings will be updated after the stream. I'm going to put some updated rankings. So if you guys are out there, you're doing drafts, you want some reliable rankings, then go ahead and use our code LAND when signing up to the Flock Fantasy website. We are consistently updating rankings, making sure that, you know, we have the most up-to-date rankings. And the good thing about the website is you can see exactly what date I updated my rankings last. So today, when I'm about to update them, you'll see it'll say you know, how early it is. And not only do you get access to my rankings, you get access to everyone's rankings on the website. You can only look at expert rankings, so a consensus between all of us, if you like, for best ball, for redraft, for dynasty. And also, I just wanted to say, for anyone who's freaking out about the preseason, let's say, snap counts or depth charts, if you're one of those people freaking out about it, I would highly encourage you to go check out the article that I released just this morning about not overanalyzing preseason action. It happens every year, and just a friendly reminder, just a chill pill. But we are doing a mock draft today. Shout out to the 50 people watching the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you want to get in today's mock draft, join our Discord, and Badaki's going to tell you how you can get into the mock draft once you're in that Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. As Zach sends that link here in a second. If you guys want to do that, send me the link for the mock draft, by the way.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Join our Discord. Link in the description, link in the chat as well. And you can see on your screen here, go to Fantasyland tab and then go to content releases. That's exactly how you can join this mock draft if you want a Discord. So once again, click on our Discord link in the description in the chat. Go to Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs, content releases, and that's exactly how you can join this mock draft. And I'm going to join this link here. Let me pick a spot. I have the 7th spot in one of our redraft leagues. That is all filled up. All right, sending the link out here in 3, 2. There you go. That link is out, and let's mock. Let's see how this board falls.
Yeah, I just want to say, also big shout out to everyone in the chat. Love seeing how active everyone is. We see you, and good to see everyone's opinions get in place in the chat. I can see a lot of people have a lot of different ways they see this going. What's up, Andrea? Welcome in. We see you. What's up, Sam? Welcome in. You see the news about Michael Oher? Yeah, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. So where's Breece going to fall? ATJ says, I feel like the situation is a little worse. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. We need to find out how far Breece falls, because that will determine to us whether he is a good pick or he's being drafted too high. So we need to see what ADP looks like in a week's time. Like, we're not going to have that answer, I would say, today at this very moment. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. This is and I'll let the chat know, PPR non-tight end premium 1 quarterback mock. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. So CMC at the 101. AJ's up here. I imagine I know who he's going to pick.
I just took CMC because he's a 49ers fan.
He is a 49ers fan, yeah.
You got to go CMC.
Sticking with his guns. Got to respect it.
Yeah, got to respect it.
Yeah, so sorry about the Michael Oher situation.
That is, first of all, wild.
What the hell?
I think hold on, as you make your pick, I want to give my thought process on what happened.
Yeah, I will make my pick. I need to just quickly pause. I'm sorry, everybody, because I realized that this is currently dynasty rank ADP. So let me change that real quick. My bad, gang. My bad. Here we go. We're okay. We're back. Okay.
Here we go.
We'll resume the draft. I was like, why is Tyreek Hill so far down the board? Tyreek Hill will be my pick here. It's either Tyreek Hill or Jamar Chase for me at this point of the draft. But Tyreek is my wide receiver 2 as things currently stand. I think there's a legit chance that he could hit the 2,000 yard mark, as crazy as that sounds. With Tua healthy, he's an absolute unit every single week. So I'll go ahead and draft him there as Jamar Chase goes off the board next. But yeah, the Michael Oher situation is insane. The guy from The Blind Side, in case anyone doesn't know what we're talking about.
I just feel like that ruins. It sounds terrible, but it feels like that ruins like every like moment that you thought that movie was so good.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of wild, but. I think what happened is like he was so young, teenager. He had to sign a paper. He's like, "This is your adoption papers. Just sign this." And he thought he was adopted for years, and he probably like just saw a freaking. Hold on, make a pick here. Take Travis Kelce. Saw something where he said he wasn't officially adopted which is wild. I don't know. That's just crazy to me.
It's genuinely like on the edge of psychotic from those parents. I mean, like I'm not going to be one to judge necessarily, but essentially, if you guys don't know what happened, you know the whole movie where it was about Michael Oher and it's called The Blind Side, about how they adopted him, how they gave him this great life. Apparently, they tricked him, essentially, I would say, coerced him, essentially, into signing a document that he thought he was being adopted. But correct me if I'm wrong, it was actually making sure that the parents would get money from the movie. Is that correct?
I honestly have no idea. I didn't read the full thing.
I believe that's correct.
It's
which is psychotic.
It's kind of wild. And I wonder what's gonna happen with that movie now. Like they take that movie down everywhere. You know, it's like a staple on Netflix. You always see it on. You type in sports movies, Blind Side's there.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Blind Side sequel gonna go crazy. Someone said the next movie would be called Blindsided, because that's what happened to Michael. Or he was blindsided. Oh, that's right. It was a conservatorship, right? Which is what happened to Britney Spears, where essentially they can control his business moves, his finances, all of that. Insane, absolute insanity. And really sad, like genuinely really sad that there are people out there still like that. Like, it's just, it blows my mind that still is happening. But yeah, in the first round, we see 3 running backs, mostly wide receivers off the board. CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson. Eckler falls to the 1-9. Yeah. He was already 18, so he couldn't be adopted, is what I heard. Yeah, but just parents trying to get money, trying to make money off of him, essentially. It's actually disgusting.
But I mean, they were trying to get money, but at the same time, if the backstory is true of how they brought him up and everything, I mean that's the.
I just don't know why Michael would. I don't know why Michael would bring all this up if he felt like he had a good life there, or like, you know, that they like respected him. You know what I mean?
So either he's upset, maybe, unless he's just upset. Like, what the hell? Why would you do this? I'm gonna bring it up. I know you guys aren't my parents.
They gave him no money from the movie. Skylar says, by the way.
Okay. I don't know. That's crazy though. Like, yeah, but I mean, it's a good point. Why would he bring it up if the movie is a true depiction of what his life was? But if it actually truly was that, and he had a good life, then one, it's a dick thing, it's a shit thing to do, but also like, dang, like at least he had a good life.
Right.
You know?
Anyway, really sad. But here in the second round, we're starting to see some of those RBs go. Saquon, Chubb, Henry. Love the Saquon pick at the 2-2. I truly don't think he should be available that late. So I like that pick a lot. We see Adams at the 2-5. Love a Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs start. In a PPR league, that's just hot. You went Kelsey Waddle. Then we see J-Mo going double RB there, hero RB. Double hero RB rather, with Bijan and Jonathan Taylor. Josh Jacobs goes off the board. Badaki and I recently released a video where we debated 4 of the most controversial names in fantasy football. One of those names, which you guys voted on, was Jonathan Taylor. And if you would like to see our opinion on that, there's a video out called Are You In or Out? It's the part 2 version where we debate whether Jonathan Taylor is worth his ADP or not. So I definitely would suggest going and watching that. I'm up on the board now, and this would, like, I'm pretty surprised that he's still there, but he keeps falling to me. I think it's perfect that he's here. Give me Tony Pollard at the 210. Big fan of that. I get my RB7 as the RB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not too crazy, but I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah. Not too bad here.
Brendan says they also said they purposely made him look mentally slow in the movie when he isn't. Okay. That's pretty messed up.
See, like things like that. Why didn't he come out years ago and say that?
He probably didn't feel comfortable, or like, you know,
I mean, like,
there could be so many reasons why he didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I guess like you had the platform, you're already successful in the NFL, like, and now years later when I don't think he's not on a team anymore. You know, like, why come out and do that? I don't know. It's so interesting timing and things, but yeah, at the same time, people don't feel comfortable bringing things up. So,
yeah. Hey guys, shout out to the 54 people watching the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. If you want to help out the channel, help us grow, super simple way you can do that by hitting the like button. Currently 38 likes, 53 people. The math checks out and says that we can hit our like goal of 50 with your help. So if you have yet to hit the like button, go ahead and smash that. And if you help us reach that goal, we will pop off a second mock draft for you today.
That's right.
And we'll keep the stream going. So go ahead and help us reach that like goal altogether. So I went Calvin Ridley. Big fan of Calvin. We've talked about that a lot. Jalen Hurts goes off the board, and then Travis Etienne right after him. I'm liking this start so far. Let's see what sort of running backs we end up with, but I'm liking the way it's looking.
Jameer Gibbs. Okay, well, that makes it easy. We'll go wide receiver here. I want to build over wide receivers again, see how I can build this team.
Love it.
The running backs. Let's see who comes back here.
We got some people saying, Juice was saying he took photos with them as Super Bowl champion. Guy to your right is saying, I remember him in interviews saying a lot of things were exaggerated at the time. I do remember Tallgrass saying, I do remember him saying something a long time ago about his portrayal in the movie not being accurate, excuse me. Yeah, so very interesting. Shane says, did my main big league draft on Saturday, got another one next week. Dang, nice. Shane, that's early.
It is early.
That's our early draft.
Please tell me you don't have Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs already, or Breece Hall.
Man, I just feel like so many things could go wrong this early in the offseason, but hey, hopefully no injuries happen. Best of luck.
It's always the worst. Always the worst there.
Baker says Pollard going in the late second is criminal. I agree. Sam says that you sniped him.
Yeah, Stain's getting my RB2 and my RB3 there, and also Nicola Derrick Henry with Amari Cooper. I think it's a phenomenal start there so far.
What's Stain saying about the clock? What's with y'all burning clock? I think people are just, they're just thinking it out. We're here to mock. It's okay.
Here to mock. Mock faster.
Okay, Josh Allen off the board, then Lamar Jackson.
DJ Moore.
Okay, that's the earliest we've seen him go for sure.
Yeah, 100%. There goes Breece Hall at the 4-3 there. Okay, so what's that making?
That's too early for me, dude.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. RB14.
That's too early for me.
Let's see.
That's just a little too early for me, man. I just don't think I can get on board.
Yeah, I want to see how far Stevenson fell. So he's RB at 14-13 right there in the 4-2. We normally consistently see him going in the middle of the third round, sometimes even early or late second. I guess in this turn area from the 2-10 to the 3-4. That's kind of where you always saw Ramondre. There goes Joe Mixon. That's kind of who I wanted there. Okay, so I'm going to continue to punt here. I'm going to continue to punt that position.
Yeah, a little too early for me with Breece. Ramondre, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how I feel about that just yet. I'm not taking Brees or Ramondre over Joe Mixon though, for sure. Nah, ATJ, that's what we're saying. Yeah, it's too early for Brees there, in my opinion. Joseph says my main draft is this week and got to dodge the injury minefield. Oh no.
I'll take Jerry insane. I'll take Jerry.
Jerry Jeudy goes off the board. That's definitely who I was hoping might fall. If you own Dalvin in Dynasty, when is the time to sell? Oh, I mean, you can make a case maybe now, but I mean,
I don't think anyone's unless it's a win now team. I think personally, I don't know if anyone's going to be buying Dalvin right now until they see what happens with Breece Hall.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to there. I would say maybe you would need to wait and see if Breece Hall's gonna miss some time, and if Dalvin starts to look really good, then that might be time to sell after that happens.
I think that's kind of the pathway there that I would do.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are agreeing. First couple weeks, I don't see anyone wanting Breece or Dalvin right now. Going Miles Sanders there at the 410. I was hoping he was going to come back to me there, so that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no. He wouldn't have made it past a 5-3 for sure.
Yeah, so we're seeing Miles going in the 4th. I remember last time I took him in the early 5th, and people were saying that was too early. Now you take him at the 410 here.
My RB15. Been my RB15 for about a month. Yeah, pretty comfortable with it myself.
I think it's good value. Yeah, I think it's good to take him. I just remember last time I took him in the 5th round. There was people in the chat was saying, "Oh, that's way too early for Miles."
Well, no. 5th round would be ideal for sure.
Yeah. I hear you. Looks like J-Mo going all running backs here.
Yeah.
Robinson,
which has made the running back position look different. I would say typically you could get Miles maybe in the 5th, early 5th. You won't last to the late 5th, but this is not exactly how a typical draft is going. But that's why we mock. What are you going to do when it doesn't go the way you think it will go?
DeAndre Swift.
Wow.
What's that make him there? What was Breece? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. RB20 for Swift. Taking Swift there, Seuss.
Ooh, this is a tough call. I'll be honest. I'll just tell everyone exactly what I'm thinking. It's between Christian Watson and a running back that I'm still all in on, but a lot of people are starting to be concerned about, which is Madison. So I mean, yeah, just 100% transparency. It's between those two. Let's grab Madison here. Let's see how this pans out. Dobbins over Aaron Jones, not a fan. They did just clear him. Yep, he's back at practice, which is very good to see. I love J.K. Dobbins. I love the talent. If he can just stay healthy, I think he'll have a very good year. Now, will he have a better year than Aaron Jones? I don't know. I don't think he'll catch as many passes as Aaron Jones, so that's definitely something to be concerned about. But he might have a better year on the ground in that offense. So we'll have to wait and see.
My goodness, this is crazy.
Was Dalvin and his agent walking to see how much Kareem and Zeke were going to make? Maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Because I bet he was getting... It was pretty quick, though, that how many hours was it after Dalvin signed? I'm going to go running back here. Kenneth Walker falling at the 5-7. I know he's back at practice as well. I mean, if he falls here, I'm comfortable. Once again, what was Breece? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22? Running back 22 in the 5th round? I don't know. I think that's okay there for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Interesting.
Watson. Yeah, I am a big fan of Watson. If Madison wasn't there, it probably would have been my pick. Sites need a home league setting where weird stuff happens. Yeah. I think Jones would be a nice safety blanket. I agree. Pass catching running back for me. I get it. I definitely get it. I do have Aaron Jones over Dobbins in my personal rankings myself.
Spider-Man. And then they go on and on. Alvin Kamara there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At the 5'9", as his RB3.
That's got to be the earliest we've seen him. Has he gone this early before?
I think he went. The earliest we've seen him was probably middle of the 6th round. I think this is early. I would say this,
23,
but I don't mind it with the build. That's what I would say. I've said this before. I don't like when people draft Alvin Kamara being the RB2 on their team. The RB3 is good. This is still early, but at the same time, if you're just trying to go for straight upside, maybe you're believing, Kendra Miller.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Lloyd Bonafide.
Appreciate you. It just really depends on how Kendra Miller is going to respond to that injury. If he's not ready, come by at least to play the first 3 weeks.
All reports are that he will be ready.
Alvin. Yeah, I've seen the reports. Yeah,
saying that he'll miss about a week, but he should be ready for week 1. We'll find out. Anything can happen. It's a little early for me, Andrea. I'm not sure, Badaki, if you said you feel the same or not.
Yeah, it is early. Yeah. It is early, but I don't mind it with this build. That's what I would say.
Right.
If you want to draft Alvin Kamara, please draft him with already 2 running backs in this position, right? In this sort of build.
Yeah. Shaw Bateman or Kadarius Toney. We'll find out here soon, MP, won't we? Let's see what the people do. Team 4 kind of nice style says. Olave, Chase, London, Jones, and Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I like it.
Deontay Johnson, Christian Kirk. Personal. Where's Sam's going to go, brother? Where you going?
Let's see. He's got a lot of good options there. Wow. Okay. Pickens. So, okay. Wow. That's pretty high for Pickens. I love George Pickens, but that might be a little too early. I guess if you believe that Pickens is going to be the number 1, but I like Deontay. I like Pickens. I don't think I'm taking them over some of the wide receivers on the board right now, though, myself. What's up, G Money? Welcome in.
How you doing, brother? Yeah, there's a lot of wide receivers right now I would rather take over, or I would take over George Pickens right now. I'll probably count like 5 wide receivers, that I would take. There goes Javonte. Probably this running back still didn't go off the board. I think maybe Team 4 is going to take him right here. Sam says Pickens my guy. I have him over Deontay. Okay, that's respect. I think you could have gotten him at least maybe in the 7th round, but that's fair.
I think so. Yeah, but he is going earlier and earlier. And look, I'm a Deontay guy. I'm a George Pickens guy. I love George Pickens. Mm-hmm. Damn, man.
That's what it was.
That's incredible value.
I thought people would take him over Alvin Kamara.
That's Kenneth ridiculously Walker. Good value on James Conner. There's no way he should be available that late. Really excited for you guys to see my guys video, which will come out soon. But yeah, he's on the video. James Conner is a my guy this year. Okay. Excuse me. Is Chris Godwin off the board? Yeah, he went the 5-6.
Yes. What are you thinking here?
I kind of want to see how the board would fall, but regardless, we'll go Jordan Addison. I'm just going to see how the board falls to me. If anyone out there is worried about KJ Osborne, which I've had a lot of people when I talk about Jordan Addison, they talk about KJ Osborne.
Be careful.
Then I would suggest to go read the article I released today and to just Calm down a little bit. No disrespect as well to KJ Osborne, but he's not Jordan Addison. David Montgomery was definitely one of the last running backs I really wanted on the board. So now that he's gone, which I'm surprised, Blackie, because in all of our mock drafts, this wide receiver is going very early, and I don't ever get him because I don't ever feel like it's a good price. But I'm getting JSN here at the 7-3. I don't typically see him fall to the 7th. We've seen him in the 5th and the 6th round, so I'll take him there. I feel really good about the upside of Addison and JSN as my wide receivers 3 and 4 on the team.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing I was alluding to with James. Like, we've seen James sometimes early 5th, middle of the 5th round, getting him at this James Conner, excuse me, at late 6th. So yeah, it's interesting. This draft is going very different here.
Yeah,
some people are
the wide receivers are actually valued late somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not typical.
Alvin Kamara going at the 5'9", DeAndre Swift going at the 5'1", James Conner falling to the 6'9", George Pickens going at the 6'5". We haven't seen this. Tyler Lockett at the 5'12". We haven't seen a draft like this recently. So
Juice says Addison over JSN. I have them back to back in my rankings. So yeah, pick your poison. I just think that between the two, Jordan Addison's situation is primed for a huge year. I think JSN is the better prospect, and JSN's been my wide receiver 1 in Dynasty for a long, long time throughout the entire process, and including right now in Dynasty. But in the first year for redraft, when you look at the situation between the two, Jordan Addison is really, if we're honest, like battling with KJ Osborne for wide receiver 2 role. JSN is now kind of battling between DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I think they're both going to be great. I drafted both of them, but it's a toss-up for me between the two. Ideally, if one goes earlier, I just grab the next one. So I'm not like heavily one over the other. I think they're both great picks. I just think that Addison, keep in mind, he is on a team ever since Kevin O'Connell joined the Vikings. They have been one of the league's heaviest pass volume offenses. Last year, only 2 teams threw the ball more times per game. That was the Bucs and the Chargers. Both of those teams have multiple wide receivers that are fantasy relevant. So, yeah, I mean, pick your poison. Whichever one you want there, I'm fine with. Let's go ahead and pause, and we'll change this to 30 seconds on the clock. Just so we're not in this draft for, like an hour or so.
Yeah. No, that's good. Just reading a couple tweets here. You heard about Alex Collins, man?
No, I haven't. Give me 1 second, though. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, guys. No worries. That's crazy that Alex Collins dies. I mean, he's only 28 years old. My guy's younger than me. I wonder what he died from. I hope he didn't have, like, CTE or something. That's kind of sad. Michael Thomas at the 7-11. Okay. I mean, we did see a couple preseason snaps from MT. We saw him getting the ball, obviously playing with the ones. I bought a video out recently saying that Michael Thomas is a must avoid for me. I don't care where he's going. I don't care the type of hype he's getting. I want to avoid him at all costs. I'd rather draft all these other players. There's so many names I would rather draft over Michael Thomas. I'm happy to take him as a late pick, a last pick. And this is kind of what happened last year. If MT can stay healthy, appreciate you so much, Lloyd. Thank you so much for the sub. We saw this so much last year. There goes Elijah Moore. What a little bitch. You did that too. Nice and slow there, Sam. Oh man, it's okay. I still have a contingency guy right there. I'll take Zay Flowers. I'm gonna avoid Michael Thomas there. Deshaun Watson at the 8-3 with 2 quarterbacks. I don't know if I love that.
Sorry, you said Alex Collins passed away. Do we know why?
Yeah, I'm seeing motorcycle accident right now.
Oh, dang. That's devastating.
Yeah, it's only 28 years
prayers
old,
up.
which is
Prayers up to his family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough. I was just gonna quickly say, and we'll talk about Alex a little bit more in a second. One of my favorite quarterbacks to draft right now, because I just feel like he falls to the perfect spot, is Trevor Lawrence. I'll take Trevor Lawrence here. This is discount Justin Herbert, in my opinion. Justin Herbert goes at 6'2". Trevor Lawrence at the 8'10". I get a free stack pretty much with Calvin Ridley. The same upside that you see for Justin Herbert, I see for Trevor Lawrence, especially now that Calvin Ridley is in town. But love that pick there. I will say, damn, that's tough. So motorcycle accident. He was how old?
28.
Man, that's just too old, isn't it? Or too young, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, my guy's younger than me. What you mean, too old?
Sorry. Sorry.
What the heck?
That's just too old or too young. Damn. That is awful.
I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, that's what MP said. MP is saying motorcycle accident, but I'm not sure how true that is. I'm just reading what he said, but I'm not necessarily. Damn, I wanted Charbonnet there. I wanted him to come back to me right there, so I can have that backfield. And that's kind of it, you know. When you get Kenneth Walker, it's like you want so much to secure Zach Charbonnet, just in case.
Yeah.
It's okay though. A couple people I can get here.
Yeah, I'm living in the Hunger Games. I'm sorry. Brees or Gibbs in Dynasty? I'm still going Brees, but we talked about that in today's video. Look, here's what I'll say. If you want to know where we stand with Dynasty with these new updates and with the running back rankings, we literally just recorded a video on our Dynasty channel, so it'll be out very soon. So stay tuned to the Dynasty channel because our thoughts will be out very, very soon.
Jake Portland.
Kadarius Toney has an 80% risk of injury as opposed to Bateman's 60% on Draft Sharks.
It doesn't have the injury history though. Well, not as much history, I would say. Sky Moore. Let me know the Draft Shark injury about Sky Moore. MP.
Shout out to the 46 people watching the stream, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate
the chat's
you
been awesome. You've been live. You've been vibrant. And appreciate all the likes. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead. We have hit our like goal, which is awesome.
Sky Moore even have history. He's going to. I tell you, Skylar.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's just no history, is there?
Just no 73%. Are you kidding me? That's a damn lie. That's funny if Sky is more than Tony. Oh well, he's not more than Tony. It's funny that he's more than Rashad Bateman. That's what I would say. Yes, Gator fan, we did see Zeke. We kind of had the conversation a little bit earlier already.
Yeah, feel free to go back in the stream and listen to that if you like. But talked about not only Zeke but also Dalvin as well and Brees. Cortland Sutton was the player I was thinking about drafting at the 9-3. I really do think that he's an incredible value right now. But also, Cortland, Team 10. If you're in the chat, I'm just curious. I always wonder why people do this. Why double quarterback?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
I'm just wondering. You missed out on the upside of a Zay Flowers and Elijah Moore, maybe a Gibson or a Sharby, or, you know, I don't know. I just don't really understand in a one quarterback league, you know, getting Watson. I know Watson will be good, but I just don't think there's that trade equity, that trade value rather, for a quarterback in a one quarterback league.
Yeah, said he forgot. He said I forgot drafted Allen.
Fair enough. Just because the only reason I asked it like that is because we do have a lot of people who do that in our mocks, Padaki, and we're just so confused by it. We're like, why? Obviously his was a mistake, no big deal. But just curious if he, you know, did it on purpose. Maybe he'll tell us why. But that,
I mean,
that
Staines did it too. Staines did it too. I mean, he took Justin Fields and then Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, yeah, maybe if he's in the chat, he can let us know why.
But I know a lot of people would draft 2 quarterbacks. I mean, like our home league drafts 2 quarterbacks, but like they stopped doing that because he said we kind of told them like, why are you drafting another quarterback when you could just pick him up off waiver wires? And they learned that from us. You know, it's you really don't need it.
No.
Um,
It is
so
good
let's
value
see.
on Watson, but it's you don't need it. You don't need him, and quarterbacks in a 1 quarterback league do not carry much trade value. You know, no one's giving you an RB2 for a quarterback. You know, no one's giving you a wide receiver 3 for a quarterback. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tua here. I think it's just amazing in the 10th round here. My QB 10.
Big fan of that.
On pace over for 5,200 yards. I mean, would have finished top 5, top 8 quarterback this past year. We're gonna have a conversation next year, genuinely, whether it's a super flex or redraft. Deshaun Watson or Tua, Deshaun Watson, Tua, Trevor Lawrence. You know, Tua, these guys like Justin Fields if he has a bad year, whatever the case may be. I think that's the type of conversations we're going to be having. We could be seeing Tua going in the end of the first in dynasty startups in a super flex league, in my opinion, going into next year. I think he can have an amazing year if he stays healthy, of course. That's the biggest thing.
Damn it. I thought I might get Pat Frymuth in the 10th, but no, Macy got him. All right.
Unlucky.
All right. That's okay. You know, the wide receivers are actually disgusting now. Like, look at that wide receivers. Who do you even draft here? Gosh, kind of gross. Okay, there was another guy I wanted. I'm just getting all angles right now. You know, AJ doesn't have a tight end. He probably wouldn't go tight end, but just in case, let's just grab David here.
David Njoku. Oh, Tua tags. All and H ain't big winners of today's news. Sal says, yeah, I mean.
Come on, baby. We're the Devon truthers out there. How y'all feeling?
I think Pollard 100%.
But Aki doesn't want to give anything to Devon.
I was going to say, I think Devin does win a little bit. He does win a little bit. Let me ask you this question. I don't remember if I asked you this question. I'm pretty sure I have. Where's Devon finished this year for you?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity. Don't exactly know. I mean, I don't have necessarily high expectations in redraft. Let me make my pick here.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I guess we'll take a shot on. Oh, Rondell's there. Rondell or Rasheed.
I guess the community can answer that question too. Where do you guys see Devon finishing this year out of curiosity?
My expectations would be, I think he has a ceiling of a top, let's say top 30, top 25 to 30. Obviously his floor is lower than that, but I would say top 25 to 30 is his ceiling if he's utilized properly in a PPR format. But you know, in Dynasty, I'm still very excited about his long-term opportunity.
Yeah. And I think for me, I'm happy to take a chance with Devon in the late rounds here in redraft, but in Dynasty, I don't want to be drafting him because I don't believe in the longevity, in my opinion. So like in redraft, completely different story. I'm happy to take a chance. I mean, Team 4 took him at his RB4 here. Sure. Let's throw it in. You know, dang, Zeke's updated too. Got the New England stuff. Okay. That was pretty quick. I mean, it's been a couple hours.
Where did Dalvin go? 8-1.
Dalvin 8-1. He got a little Jets background there too. Okay. Let's go wide receiver here. I love Darnell Mooney. Love me some Darnell Mooney. All right, people saying top 30, RB3, but not the RB3. If he becomes RB1, I can see top 20 upside. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean,
yeah,
look,
for sure.
It's interesting to see. I think I think he has to do a lot to be that. I think Raheem and Jeff Wilson have to be completely irrelevant for him to have a top 20
I don't
type
think
of
so.
finish.
I don't think so.
Um,
I mean, you look at Jet McKinnon was an RB7 from like half point of the season onwards. Jet McKinnon was not the starting running back. You know, these running backs who are really valuable pass catchers, if they're utilized in the right role, then yeah, the ceiling is very, very high. And I think I'll speak for the Devon A-Chain truthers out there like myself, that's always been how we've imagined he would be used. We've never, ever, 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 ever said that he will be a workhorse running back or that there won't be a complementary piece. It's all about him, you know, being utilized in the air and having some opportunity on the ground. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with the A-Chain truthers out there. It's a win for us, I think.
Yeah, and I think it is. I'm not disagreeing. It's a win for redraft. Completely agree. I don't think that's the case for Dynasty. But yeah, you know, Jet did finish top 20 on the clock here. I'll take another running back here. Let's go Devin. Yeah, and I know the biggest, I see a couple of people, you know, like I know Jeff Wilson and Raheem are normally injured. I completely agree, and I think that was always the biggest advocate for me, and that's why I love that. I love the landing spot for Miami, but I love the landing spot in Miami for a redraft perspective. But in the long-term conversation, I think I kind of switched my tune there because I just don't believe he will have that long-term commitment that he will be.
He's a rookie. What do you mean long-term commitment? He was just drafted.
No, I'm saying I just don't. I'm talking about long-term
4 years.
Long-term commitment in a fantasy perspective. I guess maybe that's the better way to say it. I just don't see.
I don't get that
he's going to be valuable in the way people have been drafting him. You know,
right? I mean, but no one's. I mean, I guess it feels like you're alluding to people drafting him like he's going to be a top 12 running back in Dynasty or something, and that's just not the case.
I think it's more in Dynasty. So I guess in this setting right here, it probably is very skewed, but in Dynasty, I'm completely off.
Okay.
Redraft, sure. Let's have I'm happy to take the chance. I'm not disagreeing there, but it's more specifically Dynasty, which is the wrong conversation. Big over Raheem.
Yeah.
get him 2 rounds later. Cheaper price.
Daniel Macy is absolutely smashing this draft. In case anyone cares, this is exactly what I said I would do if I went Anthony Richardson. Genuinely to the T, exactly what I said I would do. If you do go A-Rich late in your drafts, grab a Geno Smith right after. Grab a Kirk Cousins right after. If you sacrifice your quarterback that late, grab the upside, grab the security, and your positional players typically look pretty damn good. I mean, look at that team he's built. If Jacobs plays, that's a monster. Big fan of the draft that he's done today.
Daniel Macy, man. Mock drafter of the day.
A-Chain's a 4-down back. Amen. Is there any real method to picking kickers in fantasy, or are they just too random and inconsistent? I'll say this. The only kicker in the National Football League that I am drafting, overdrafting on purpose if I have a kicker in my league is Justin Tucker. If Justin Tucker's not on the board, no, I'm just going to wait until one of my last rounds and try and find one of the league's highest scoring offenses, draft their kicker. That's how I would do it myself.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Other than that, I'm happy to I need to get into my in-season language. What is it? Stream. You have to stream kickers. Stream kickers. Go based off matchups. You know, sometimes I don't even draft the kicker sometimes just so I can get some more value and those guys get opportunity. And then week 1 turns around, I go pick up a kicker, drop a player. Maybe somebody gets injured. I put him in my IR. That could be anyone. I really don't care. Teams I really like to avoid though for sure is like I think of Miami has been terrible. Minnesota has been terrible in kickers. Indy has been terrible in kickers. Just names, you know. Houston has terrible kickers. Cleveland. It also depends on weather and stuff.
Cleveland.
So there's a lot to consider when it comes down to kickers.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, we're gonna, because we reached our like goal. I mean, guys, 60 likes. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the support. We're gonna do 10 rounds of a Superflex redraft mock draft, and we'll get a whole new group of people in here. If people want to join Badaki, go ahead and tell them how they can go about joining this mock draft.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to join our next mock draft, all you have to do is join our Discord. Link in the description below, and link is going to be in the chat here. I'll put that link in the chat here for the community. So join our Discord there. Go to the Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs to the left. Then go to content releases. That's exactly how you can join each and every mock draft, whether it's on our redraft channel or Dynasty channel. So once again, let me just get this link. Join our Discord. Link in the description. Link in the chat. Content releases, and that's exactly how you can join. I'm gonna go in the let's do the 11. Let's do the 11 here, and I'll send that link out here in 3 2 Spider-Verse. That's out. Spider-Verse. NP said Dynasty, I traded Devon Mayer for John Mechie and a 24-second. I think that is like, anyways, that's a good price for sure. That's good. That's good value there.
Traded Devon Mayer and for Jahan Dotson, Mechie in a second. I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't think most people would do that. So yeah, I would do that myself. I don't think most people would do that trade though. Definitely would trade that. Okay, we are doing 10 rounds of a Superflex. Thank you for the sub, T-Co. Superflex PPR non-tight end premium draft. So let's get this thing going.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, if someone sent me a trade in a non-tight end premium and it was A-Chain and Mayer for Dotson, I would take that 100 times at 100. Give me Dotson. What's up, Dak? Welcome in.
How you doing, baby? How about them cowgirls, huh? My father-in-law is a Cowboys fan, and I always give him shit. I know he doesn't really follow it.
As he deserves, you know? He deserves that.
Give him shit. And then it gets under my skin sometimes because if the Giants lose to the Cowboys, he's like, yeah, you know, I knew I would. It's like, you don't even follow them.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those, like, you don't even watch football. Like, relax.
Exactly.
It's a typical Cowboys fan, though. Like, oh, like, yeah, Cowboys will be so good this year. It's okay. We lost, you know. It's
Dom,
a bad game.
What's up? Is that my friend Dom, or is that another Dom on the internet?
No, that's Dom, bro.
It might be Dom. But I think his YouTube name was different the last time he was on the stream.
I have no idea.
Cowgirl kicker's always good. We got a rookie. Love that. Okay, so in the Superflex League, obviously the draft's going to look a little bit different. Those top 8 typically would be quarterbacks, and now teams 9, 10, 11, 12 might have to try a little bit of a different strategy to capitalize and, you know, play around. The real Dom, I love that. What's Gucci? Welcome in, my friend.
Dom.
It's my boy, Mr. 305 Worldwide. You know, me and Dom, do you remember back when jerking was cool?
Don't tell me you used to jerk.
Oh, yeah.
You used to make videos on YouTube?
No, we made songs.
Dom,
I don't think they were on
tell
YouTube,
me you have
though.
A video.
No,
please
we didn't.
Tell me
We never made a video, and I don't think that we put anything on YouTube. I think it was on like SoundCloud or something. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Styles knows. New boys.
Bro, it was big in my high school. There was a.
It was big everywhere, bro.
They used to jerk.
It was a revolution.
Like, and they used to wear the skinny ass pants and the underwears and shit, fucking all the way down as if you were cool. Nah, you were whack, kid.
No, we were cool. We were cool. You were whack.
I was.
Songs are on Facebook. Okay, nice.
The songs are on Facebook. Send the link. Add me, Daniel Badaki.
But yeah, that was such a fun era. That was so fun. Okay.
It was fire though.
So I typically would go positional players, but I feel like with Deshaun Watson being available, I should go and grab my quarterback 2 here. If Deshaun Watson wasn't on the board, I most likely would go for a positional player there. But I feel good about that getting Watson there at the 2-7. Zach, musical inspiration is Max Kellerman. Bro, I love Max Kellerman. I don't care what people say. I think Max Kellerman is so good at what he does. Him and what's that guy from FS1? Nick, what's his name? Is it Nick Wright? Is it Nick Wright? Is that his name? I think he's really good at what he does.
I'm watching your jerk music video from the New Boys from 10 years ago.
Love that.
Shout out to the New Boys, huh?
Yeah. Nick Wright, yes. Max has bars and street cred, yes. I love Max Kellerman and Nick Wright. They should link up. They should link up and have a show. Okay, so CeeDee Lamb, Tua, AJ Brown, Dak Prescott off the board here. Nick should be fired. Why? Why don't you like Nick? What did Nick do something? I don't know.
Isn't Richard Sherman doing with Skip now?
I don't know. I don't actually. I don't really watch many FS1 sports, but I do. I do like Nick. Okay, so we went Burrow and Watson, and let's see. So Jonathan Taylor goes off the board. I think I know what I'm going to do here. And that is grabbing Tony Pollard at the 3-6. Feel very good about that. Liking this start so far. His takes are terrible. I mean, look, I would encourage anyone who says that a presenter's takes are terrible to, start a YouTube channel. Try and make your own takes. I think the more content we make, the more respect we have for people out there who, have takes, whether we disagree or we agree with them. But I mean, to me, Skip Bayless is like, his takes are genuinely obnoxious. I think they're awful, but I have a lot of respect for what he does because he's been able to garner such a huge audience and has so much attention on him. So I might not agree with what he says, but I still got respect for him,
Yeah.
Right, is a lot better than Coward. He talks well, though. Yeah, did you see Colin Coward recently on his show talked about Dwayne Haskins not being a Super Bowl winning quarterback? And everyone's like, bro, like, why is...
Wait, just recently?
Yeah, it was like why is Dwayne Haskins catching a stray right now? Like, what is this guy talking about?
What's happening here with Dwayne? Huh? You tell me. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
MP going heavy wide receiver strategy here.
That was a huge mistake.
Switching it up. Let's see how it works out for him.
Huge mistake, I'm telling you. Should have took Daniel Jones there, MP. You should have.
T. Higgins off the board. I was hoping maybe T might fall to me so I could get the Joe Burrow T. Higgins stack. Didn't pan out, but that's okay. Still some players. Still quite a few players on the board that I really like here. Kirk Thuggins off the board.
Why is Dwayne Haskins catching a stray?
Honestly.
Oh, R.I.P. We see every day.
Amari Cooper off the board. Okay, let's see. So we are going to grab Travis Etienne here. I'm really loving this team so far. Dom, sometimes like the link won't send through on a live stream. It's like, unless you're like the admin or whatever, you can't send links for some reason.
Just send it to Zach and let him send it to me.
Got a zig when people zag. MP says, Just Dak says, well, to be honest, Badaki has horrible Giants takes. Still love him though. This is why we mock. That's right, MP.
This is why we mock. Daniel Jones, top 10 quarterback. Said it last year. They didn't believe me. I didn't say that last year.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Top 10 quarterback. What'd I say? YouTube channel is the Mr. Okay, I want to look it up right now.
The Mr. Elo. Yes, I remember that. I wonder, like, Dom, if we played that music on stream, it wouldn't get demonetized, would it? I mean, no, because we had no label. I love Badaki saying I should have taken Jones. He thinks he's in your head, MP.
I am in your head. Which one, the Mr. Elo, does it have like a bag of potatoes as a thing? As the icon?
I don't remember what it had.
12 years ago, Beautiful Life.
Oh, that's actually
Mayday
Dom's
Parade.
song from 12 years ago.
Mayday Parade is fire. Mayday Parade has a fire song that I like. I don't know if you know Mayday Parade.
Oh, Let Her Go. Yeah, Let Her Go. Oh my gosh, should I play this song on the stream? Do the people want to hear a song that me and my friend made back in our jerking days? That sounds hella sus, but the intention is there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Okay, I might play it for the stream.
It says this is what you get when you put Lady Gaga, Kesha, Teo Cruz, and kids in a salad bowl. Have it for breakfast.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to play that thing. Let me find it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go Joe Mixon here.
I can picture you with your headphones walking in high school, just blasting it, thinking that you're cool. Like, what
okay,
you listen to, bro?
Yeah, keep in mind I was like, how old was I here? I was probably like, was I 14 or 15? I can't remember. I might have been a little bit older.
2010.
2010.
You guys released this
13 years ago.
Birthday.
So I would have been like 15, I think. But let me see if I can get the audio up. Desktop audio. Okay, here we go. This is the audio. Woo!
Okay, they call me Mr. Rap a lot.
Hey.
Swag, Mr. Astronaut.
Okay.
Got in the bag, Mr. Hasselhoff. And I go hard, Mr. Bag of Rocks.
Woo!
Sitting so high up in the clouds.
Yeah.
Ain't coming down, can't even see the ground. I'm feeling so free like the birds in the trees. I'm like tweet, cause that ain't on my feet.
Yeah.
What
I say? Haters. Go away.
Don't back up, so I put them in a place. And then I hop in my ship, headed for
Space. Hey.
So what did you have
Know
part?
what
Did you have part of this? Is that you?
I'm a star. I'm a star.
I'm a star.
She can't get enough of me on my phone. Just to let me know that she loved the way I look. But I had to let her go because I'm fine. That's right. That's right. I'm fly. I think this is me.
Cancel TV show, I go hard, but she goes
home.
You already know it's easy and fun to blow. I go
so low to the flow.
Oh my goodness.
Turn up the stereo.
I hoop like MJ.
Chicago.
New ideas, sprout like embryo. Me plus you, what a combo.
Ooh, that's fire.
They already know I would be the arrow and you would be the bow. Lady Gaga, Fernando Alejandro. I'm hot like it's Orlando. You're about 5 degrees below.
Oh my God.
Let me show. I'm smoother than that aloe on beach to Asbro. Hey, I know what you're thinking.
Not even auto-tune. No auto-tune on this thing either.
I'm a star. I'm a star. She can't get enough
Zach
of
was
me.
doing some White Boys we went through. That was like rapping. Like,
No one can hear you right now, bro. They're listening to the song. They're letting the revolution take over. Woo! Yeah.
Gotta stay fresh, keep my swagger up. I'm
Cool as a fridge. Tell them.
Stay on to my game. What you say when you see my swag higher than a plane? And don't be just cause I'm
got
up like
like
James.
James.
Easy rockin', you know who I am. I jerk from here all the way to Wonderland.
Oh!
You got more money, I got them grand.
Hey!
I'm all in a daze. Shazam, I'm like her favorite TV show on demand. She thinks she with me, she gotta be dreaming. She's mad at me, and you know she's steaming. When I'm done, I'ma have y'all singing.
Woo! Oh, combined. Hide your wives. Hide your girlfriends. Watch out for the K-Reg crew.
You gotta show Karina this.
She can't get enough of she called me on the phone. Just so let me know.
Yo, that was me, I'm pretty sure. Y'all hear that? I'm fly. I'm fly. I'm fly.
Can we get 50 likes on the Let Her Go video?
Yeah, we need to get a music video going. Flames. The studio burnt after we recorded this. Just. Ooh. That is fire, my guy. Platinum, #1 hit. 7 weeks in a row. The K-Reg crew. I mean, you did not want to rock up on the K-Reg crew, bro. And by the way, K-Reg crew, we called it that because it's jerk backwards. The K-Reg crew. Fucking fire, bro.
Jerk backwards.
Yeah,
oh my
we were onto
gosh.
something. If we had management, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'd be a billionaire by now, probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Don't make your wife jealous, man. Yeah. You know, a lot of people know my wife as an artist, but they don't know that I'm an artist as well.
Like, yeah. I mean, Zach's wife's Lizzo big.
Lizzo big? Yeah, Lizzo big.
We got an echo here on me, so turn that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, so any labels are out there. I mean, you know where to reach me.
Don't
You
sleep
know how
on
to
it.
find me. Man, James Conner that late is so good. I was hoping to grab him. Yeah, man, I feel like there's way too many wide receivers off the board, and the running backs are such a value here that it almost feels like I know I need wide receiver, but I don't know. I just feel like running backs are the best value on the board right now. Like Madison, yeah, that's such a good pick. I mean, that was definitely who I was wanting, so maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. You know, I do have Jordan Addison and JSN ranked ahead of Deontay, but I feel like I need a little more security in my wide receiver too. So I'll go Deontay there.
Just a little more security. Yeah. I love that. I love that pick. Oh, I literally just put him on my queue.
Dom says, I think we need to get another song for an anniversary. I love it. Sam says, Zach, I was known in my high school as trying to be a SoundCloud rapper. I know the hustle. Love it. Filmed reaction of her watching it. I don't know if I've shown her K-Reg crew. I think I have, but I can't remember. So long ago. Karina, did I ever show you K-Reg crew? When me and my friend were rapping?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've seen it. Yeah, she's seen it.
And you
Yeah, she knows you're a SoundCloud rapper, man.
You just mean like it touched your life deeply, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It inspired most of your music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I had a part to play.
Good thing Karina is a better artist than you.
She is a better artist than me, no doubt. And if anyone cares, you can go listen to her new single.
Yeah. They got a music video.
I can't play it
as
because they're actually with a label, and then our stream will be demonetized. But
You can't even support your own wife by playing her song. What shit is
well,
this?
that's because of YouTube. But
Can we get an exclusive here from Glades?
No, but if you guys want to go listen to that, there's a music video. It's called Goodbyes. Just came out. So MP going Kyler Murray at the 7-12. That is his quarterback one. Let's see how that pans out. Darren Waller at the 8-1. Really like the Waller pick there. Big fan of that move. Matt Stafford goes off the board. It's one of the many reasons she fell for me. Yes, it's true. No, some of her friends are like some of her friends are successful in the music industry, and it was funny when we were dating. They were like, honestly, just marry him for his last name. Like, that's an awesome stage name to have the last name Savage.
Nah, I like a maiden name. Keep it that. I'm an advocate to keep the maiden name.
Yeah, well, she's already changed it, but I mean, sure, start a revolution, man.
Revolution.
If not,
every time she releases a single, I'm saying, is this Karina? I don't want to say her last name. Is that weird?
Well,
don't
her
want
last
to put
name
information
is
out there.
my last name, Savage. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put a maiden
Yeah, exactly.
name out there. So yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab Brock Purdy here. Might be a little early, but I'm a huge fan of Purdy. Get him at the 8-7 there in a super flex league. I'm feeling good about him being my quarterback 3. Excuse me. This will go down in history next to the Jordan Love drawing stream. Oh, that was beautiful.
Gosh.
That was
That
beautiful.
He just took it to the next level. I was ready to get off that one. I was like, what?
Yeah, Badaki was not feeling it. I'm pretty sure I can find that on my Twitter. Let's see.
I was like, why are we still here? That's that.
Yes.
I was like, why?
Drawing Jordan Love every day and becomes a starter. This was the beginning of it, though. I swear there was a second one.
Yeah, it was a lot more detailed.
It was a lot more detailed. Yeah.
It was the one of the stadium, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We can find it. Maybe it's too much effort, to be honest. But that was an epic stream. Mighty Booch on the clock might get auto-picked. Welcome to the squad, Alvin Kamara.
Okay. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Anyway, I can't find it. 3 quarterback. This isn't Dynasty Chill. Hey, in Superflex, you know I'm getting my 3rd quarterback. You know that, MP. You can't be waiting until round 9 to get your first quarterback, pretty much. Kyler's injured. We know that. Come on. This is why we mock. Got to be better. Got to be better.
This is why we mock MP. You've been out of the game too long. Too many beers. Too many schooners, Mike. Too many VBs, you dog.
When do you guys start streaming the follower league? So, I can tell you the draft Saturday, August 25th is a Friday night. We'll be doing that Alpha Redraft League. Monday, August 28th, that night we'll be doing the Bravo. And then Wednesday, August 30th, we'll be doing Charlie. And we'll actually be doing the draft order reveal for the Bravo League right after this Superflex mock. Keep in mind, we're only going to round 10 here.
You good, MP, no stress. Or Mighty Booch, sorry. MP, mate. How about the Matildas? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't been watching the Women's World Cup, I know it may not sound exciting, but it is currently hosted in Australia, and it is wild.
Yeah,
what's happening? Fun. Like an incredible story. Like Australia's team is crazy. Talk it up, the Matildas.
Yeah.
And the game, if you guys want to tune in, well, it's actually probably really terrible time for America, but the game is, what is it? I think it's at 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Whatever that time that is for you, and that is happening on. That's Wednesday night for us, so Tuesday morning for you guys. I'm pumped.
Oh wait, is Ross saying that if they win, we get a public holiday?
Yeah. If they
that
win,
doesn't really impact us though.
No, it will be a public holiday for Sydney. Yeah, it doesn't impact us as
you and I. We don't ever take time off for public holidays.
Yeah, for public holidays, more for family, like for everyone else. But yeah, it doesn't impact us, but it's awesome.
Yeah. It's like 3 a.m. for me, G Money says. Last game was so hectic. The last game, the shootout was honestly, I don't think I've watched a better shootout than that ever.
No, it was so up and down. I was screaming. I think I lost my voice. My voice was hurting. That's how much I was screaming at the TV, just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Been watching the cup as it has to do pertaining to my league's draft picks. Really? So you guys did everyone select a team and that determines the draft order? That's awesome. If that's what you're talking about.
That is pretty sick. I'll take Evan Ingram here. Now this is the last round. Round 10.
So Ryan Tannehill. MP's really struggling here with these quarterbacks.
I mean, this is a phenomenal start for me. Let's make this a league.
No.
Tyreek Hill, Devonta Smith, Jordan Ashton, Jahan Dotson, Elijah Moore, with Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, CMC, Damian Pierce. Let's go around 11. Let's see what running backs I get. Huh?
No, we got to go around 10. We've already been streaming for almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know. Dom says, well, it was randomized, but yeah, I got Sweden. Oh, that's sick though.
Oh,
so right now,
clutch.
You have a top 4 pick.
That's actually a really cool way to do it. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Madden 24 came out?
I don't, you know.
Let's see. JPA says Madden 24 is not off to a great start. The game came out, but servers aren't working. Seems like they were unprepared for a large number of people to get on the game. Almost 2 hours later, the release of the game, and you can only do a quick play.
That's annoying.
Madden support team right now. Oh my gosh, Twitter's jokes, man. I love it.
Yeah. It is hilarious.
Obviously we're only going 10 rounds here. I'll grab Zay, but if we were going longer, I'd get a tight end. But yeah, this is the last round. Last year we did Little League Baseball. I love that.
Bro, that is such a good idea. We definitely need to remember that for
we should.
Our league.
Yeah.
Because that is awesome.
What is happening next year that we could do? Like maybe are the Olympics next year?
I'm not sure. No, the Olympics aren't next year.
I swear they are. Paris, yeah. Summer Olympics, right?
2024 World Calendar.
There's also the World Cup in 2024, right? That was recently.
26, isn't it?
Yeah, 26. You're right. But I'm pretty sure the Olympics are next year. Yeah.
Okay, well, we can do 2024 Summer Olympics.
Hell yeah! Give me USA.
12th. That's gonna suck for the English boys. You know they're gonna want to pick. We have like 3 English boys. They're all gonna want it. So
who normally wins Summer World Cup?
I don't know. Rugby World Cup this year, saving the Canada. Fell off because the 2020 Olympics were in 2021. Right.
Wait, so
how do you choose though? Do you just choose one sport and then you follow, or like one?
No, bro.
Yeah,
one country. That's how I would do it.
Sorry, I'm talking about you choose one country, but do you just follow the one sport in there? So for example, if we wanted to have, I don't know, swimming. Do you just choose the one country, and then you only do one category? Because
no, I think you do the one country and you do all of the Olympics, and we choose like the 12 best countries and then have it randomized.
Okay, yeah. Dom says do medals and randomize the countries.
Exactly.
Okay, that's awesome. That's such a good idea. Definitely something we're gonna be doing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let the Bravo League know. Hey gang. We are determining draft order now on the stream. Badaki, we haven't voted yet. I would prefer Superflex. What about you?
What for Bravo? I would prefer Superflex as well. Yeah, we both haven't voted in this league. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we the tiebreakers right now?
Flex. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do Superflex. I mean, I can do one quarterback and just be the dick. Be that guy.
No, Superflex wins out. And then I'm just gonna tell them to join us on the stream.
Jack says my brother's a track and field javelin 2018 Olympian USA. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. I think I know. I don't know anyone or I don't think I know anyone that knows anyone that's been in the Olympics.
Yeah. Okay, I need your help. Tell me the names.
Okay, Bravo. Let's start off at the top here. We have Raw Dog Ethan.
Come on.
We have Tebow Fan 15.
Okay.
We have Deterrent. We have
Deterrent?
Daddy Rabbit. Yeah, Deterrent. We have Daddy Rabbit 64. We have Ravager 23. We have Jesus Lopez. We have Kid Prosper. We have Sean from New Zealand.
Sean.
We have OG Sean.
Yep.
The Professor. And then we got Back in 82.
Okay. So here's the way it works, gang. We are doing a Superflex league. Badaki and I end up being the tiebreakers there. And the way it works is the draft order will be determined by how these little dudes run. Sounds weird, but it'll make sense in a second. So
There we go.
I'm going to randomize. You can see all of us have our names assigned to a player here. And they're going to rush the 100 yards. And the order will determine the draft order. So however you want this to go, that's how you'll be cheering. We're going to shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm at the top here. Don't love that. Don't love being at the top. Have not seen much
I'm in the
success
middle.
up there.
I've always been on the left hash here.
Yeah, I'm not liking being up at the top there. But we will find out here. But here we go. Everyone has the same odds. And we're going to go ahead and start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, gentlemen. Here we go. Ravager off to a quick start as well as myself. It looks like Raw Dog Ethan may have tore his Achilles on the start as soon as he started, but he is catching up again. Oh, got a little boost at the top for myself. Badaki got a little boost there. It is a tight race. It is a very tight race.
I want Justin Jefferson.
I have not
Give me
seen
Jason.
a race this tight, Badaki, in all my years of a 100-yard dash.
All your years. The 2 years we've been playing 100 yards.
All my years. Look at that at the bottom of the screen. Look at that race
Can we
for
move?
first place.
Come on, baby. Here we go. I got the Raiders uniform here. Something
This-
special is happening.
This could truly be anyone
Yeah.
at all whatsoever. I'm making very good strides at the top. I just hope that they're not going to blue ball me and then my guy, tears a hammy at the 20. Kid Prosper in the lead right now. Back in 82,
Oh, what a jump.
clutching in
we go.
here. Badaki out of
Keep
nowhere,
running, baby.
zooming up the draft board.
Oh my goodness, there's a God in heaven here.
Sean might get first place here. Okay, my guy just decided he forgot how to freaking run.
Keep going, baby.
Sean gets first here. I need Zach to hit a little zoomy here. Get across the line, kid. Second to Back in 82. Kid Prosper is probably going to end up with third here. My guy is just
I'm gonna be
stuck
fourth here.
like molasses.
I'll take
Badaki looks like he could get fourth. Tebow coming out of nowhere. Daddy
take
Rabbit in last right now. Can you please finish
I'll take
at the
fourth.
top here? Okay, I might get fifth. Can you
No,
finish?
I don't want to draft
fifth.
back. I don't want to draft back to back.
Unlucky. Oh, and Jesus in 6th, Professor in 7th, Raw Dog in 8th, D-Tart in 9th. Is Tebow going to grab 10th here? Tebow's grabbing 10th. Ravager probably going to grab 11th. Daddy Rabbit still on the field. And then there's a
Daddy
boost
Rabbit's
at the
still
end
on
there.
field. There it is.
Okay,
There it
so
is, ladies
that
and gentlemen.
is your draft order, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and enter this for the league's sake.
It's never good when we're drafting next to each other.
Yeah, not a fan of that,
Not a fan of that either. GG's.
but that's okay.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. and I'll read
let's
this out to you.
yeah. I'm gonna update the draft order right now for everybody in the league. So first goes to Sean, second,
Sean from New Zealand. Back in 82.
third,
Third, Kid Prosper.
fourth,
and fifth, me, and then you. Me,
Badaki,
and then you, and then Jesus.
and then Jesus,
and then Professor.
Professor in team 7, team
and
8.
Raw Dog Ethan.
We got the Raw Dog, team 9,
Deterrent.
D-Tarn,
Martin.
team 10,
Tebow.
Tebow, team 11,
Ravager,
Ravager, and then Daddy Rabbit.
and Daddy Rabbit.
all set and ready to go. So the draft order has officially been revealed. Jesus says, I'm going to ruin Zach and Badaki's draft. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. 12th, here we come again. Crime Lord says, all right, guys.
It's going to fall right to my lap here.
That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We will be live tomorrow. There are videos released both on the Dynasty channel and the Redraft channel. If you want to go watch those, we released those today. Must buys and must draft running backs. Outside of that, have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. All love.
Love.